Officer, I can't breathe. Please, officer, I can't breathe. Please, officer, I can't breathe. 75 cities are being burned by the people of the country. After black man become the president of America, still country is facing racism and kill the innocent named George Floyd. In this video, we are going to talk about the death of the George Floyd, 46 years old man who's such a calm and gentle person, and we are going to cover many information about the medical report of George Floyd, that he has claustrophobic, pelvic tumor, atherosclerosis, cardiomegaly, cutaneous injury. Finally, that they said even he has COVID 19, which is given in the report of his autopsy. We will discuss everything. It happened on May 25th, 2020. George Floyd was working as a bouncer in one of the pub in America. So after the incident of coronavirus pandemic, he lost his job and moved to Austin. So after he moved to Austin, he's totally worried about finding a new job to make money for his family. But his life totally changed or even ended on May 25th, May around 8 p.m. He goes with his friends to get a pair of cigarettes for $20. After he bought the cigarette, he went outside the shop and started smoking. The two teenagers who were working in the shop thought the $20 which George Floyd gave was a fake currency, and they ran to George Floyd to return their cigarette back because they thought it is a fake currency. But George Floyd refused to return back the cigarette. So these two teenagers made a 911 call and the police arrived in 5 minutes. But George Floyd didn't aware about anything of this what they are doing actually. After police officer arrived, we are going to explain the evidence of nearby CCTV camera year after whatever the news happened. So the police suddenly went to the George Floyd to say and said him to get out of the car. As you can see in this picture, police without investigating anything, they handcuffed the George Floyd and tried to push him in another police truck to take him to the police station. And then he shouted that he is a claustrophobic. So he insisted them. So he can't get inside the police truck. But still police officer pushed him and he is also handcuffed. One of the police officers starts to put his leg on his neck. They didn't care about anything what happened to these people because they are black in color. It's such a racism. Actually he said that he has claustrophobic. Do you know what is claustrophobic really is? It triggers some of the example if I say that if you are inside an elevator or a small room without any windows or even being on an airplane. The picture that you're seeing in the screen is autopsy of the George Floyd. If you see it carefully, you will know that the first one there will be a cutaneous of blunt for injury. It means that there will be a blunt that's a impactful force that is ruptured like in capillaries will be in underneath the skin surface. Leaving the skin surface intact like we can see in car accidents or bike accidents. Even if you are seeing in punch or kicks in the boxing matches, you would see this cutaneous blunt for injury. The next one is patent contusion. Patent contusion is an injury to the skin and it will be underlie the tissue of the hand because he is handcuffed and it's also tightly placed. Next they said that he has atherosclerosis. Actually many people know what atherosclerosis is. It's a serious condition actually. Arteries become clogged with the fatty substances in between which is also called as plaques or atheroma. And they also mentioned he has cardiomegaly, which means that it's a slightly enlarged heart. And they also said he has pelvic tumor, which is like a mass of tissue that is accumulated and it's also abnormal cells, in an abnormal cells. And if you see in this page or in this paper that you are seeing, the report suggests that the virus played no role in his death since his lungs shows no signs of damage or even pneumonia with the exception of his heart which showed evidence for heart disease. His other organs appeared healthy. Though many people shared and posted, no one explained about his medical autopsy. As a medical student, I am grateful to share my knowledge for you, not only to see it as a news or in an emotional way, but also you should know medical knowledge, not for me, but for you, and from you, the knowledge shared to your friends, family, and everyone. After watching this video, instead of saying people, I know the news, you can say, I am knowledge from the news. That's what I need.